What do you guys want? Am I breaking a law here?
What are you doing?
Am I breaking a law?
Yeah,
Don't touch me.
No.
Don't touch me.
I'm patting you down.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I'm patting you down.
Fourth Amendment violation.
It's not a Fourth Amendment violation. I have to identify you.
Identify me without probable cause, without crime being committed.
You looked into my car.
Oh my God, is that a crime? Looking into a car is absolutely a crime.
A police car?
In a high crime area, when you're...
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Have you not watched YouTube ever?
Yeah. He's an agitator, but I don't know if we want to go forward with it. But
Hollywood, Florida, June 30th, 2023 at approximately 11:20 p.m. at night. I Hate Bullies notices several police cruisers in his neighborhood, so he leaves his house to approach the cruisers to see what's going on. He takes out his camera and without breaking the window pane, starts to film the inside of the police cruiser, including the computer screen. At that point, he's confronted by 3 Hollywood, Florida cops, weapons drawn, who immediately take him to the ground, because filming police and their computer screens is illegal. Somewhere. Not in America. But unfortunately, the talent pool is very shallow in Hollywood, Florida. I Hate Bullies was arrested on 2 charges: loitering or prowling and resisting arrest. Sounds like an airtight case, so let's see exactly by Florida statute definition what loitering or prowling entails. Florida Statute 856.021 makes it illegal to loiter or prowl in a way that creates a reasonable alarm or concern for the safety of people or property. Loitering or prowling is usually attached to some more serious crimes, like attempted burglary or possession of drugs. Loitering is defined as being in a public place without a specific purpose. For example, wandering around a store for an hour without buying anything. Prowling is defined as lingering, loitering, or wandering in the property of another without a lawful purpose. So it clearly doesn't meet Florida's statute for loitering, because to be loitering you need to be somewhere without purpose. And his purpose was to be engaged in his constitutionally protected activity to film what he can see and film the police. And he's certainly not lingering because he's doing what he's doing for a lawful purpose, to be engaged in his constitutionally protected right to film said police. Let's jump into the video. Make sure you subscribe to I Hate Bullies. His link and original video is going to be in the description. Make sure you tell him Accountability for All sent you, and stay tuned because after we watch his view and the body cam, we're going to go over the police report and see if the cops are telling the truth, as we can so expect them to do.
Two, 112. Two, 104. Servers program. What do you guys want? Am I breaking a law here?
What are you doing?
What do you guys want? Am I breaking a law here?
What are you doing?
Now take a good look at the police officer's right hand. What is he holding? That's right, they have their weapons drawn. They see a man filming in public and their first reaction is to draw their weapons on him. I think we all know where this is going to go from here.
I'm breaking a law. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I'm patting you down.
Don't be quiet, guys. Alright.
You're looking inside of a car.
Oh, big fucking deal. I can look inside your car, dipshit. Fucking pie-ass.
And in case you're wondering, no, you didn't get the series of events wrong. He was in public, not breaking the law, filming a police car. 3 police officers saw him not breaking the law and responded by drawing their firearms. Without saying much of anything, they then came up to him, went hands-on, threw him on the ground. Then he asked what the crime he must have committed was, and they said, "You looked inside our car." So a First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment right violation in less than 3 seconds, accompanied by a nice lawsuit. Great job, Hollywood PD. Your next question might be, well, Josh, I know I can film cops, but can I film inside their police cars? And the answer is yes. There's no expectation of privacy in public, and you can film a cop either with or without their consent. You can also film their vehicle whether they are or are not inside of it. If there's private information on their computer screen or information that they otherwise don't want the public to know, they're the duty holder of those records, and it's up to them to keep that information private. As long as you don't protrude the window plane, you are absolutely allowed and protected by law to film everything within their vehicle.
Roll on. Pull over. Sit up. Sit up.
Fucking let me go. Did I do anything wrong? I can get up on my own. I'm a fucking adult. Holy fuck.
No, stay right here. Sit up. We're investigating a crime.
Oh, what crime are we investigating?
We're in a high crime area. People go through cars all the time. You're walking through with a mask on, looking through cars.
Am I trying to take your DVD player? Am I trying to take your DVD player? Am I trying to take your DVD player?
I just had to give that to you a couple times and then throw it in slow motion. What am I trying to take your DVD player? I gotta tell you, I Hate Bullies is absolutely brilliant. And the cops' breakdown of what's going on in the neighborhood is absolutely priceless. The reason he's thrown this guy on the ground and violated every single one of his rights is because he was looking at a police car in a high-crime neighborhood. Here's some statistics. Florida ranks top 5 in the nation for stolen vehicles. Over 1 million vehicles stolen last year alone. That's 1 vehicle stolen every 32 seconds. Do you know how many of those were police vehicles? None. The cops are right about one thing, though. It's absolutely a high crime area, and it became so the moment they drove into it.
Suspicion, okay? That's what we're doing.
You guys all got your body cameras on?
Yep, we just.
All right, beautiful.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, get them on. Let's go.
What's your name?
Oh, fuck you. That's my name.
Okay.
Ask your mom what my name is.
Listen, I know what you think you're doing. You think you're trying to stir us up. That's not what's happening.
What the fuck just happened, good shit?
I told you we're in a high crime.
Stir you up.
I'm investigating crime. I'm investigating a crime. It's simple.
I'm investigating a lawsuit right now. That's what I'm
You
investigating.
can do that all you want.
4 of you guys want to get involved in this?
Are you gonna?
We're all gonna go down this road.
Yep. If it's really
Continue, please, dipshit. I can't. I'd love to hear it. Can I get up now?
No.
Am I still being pinned down here? So he patted me down. What do I got on me? That he patted me down. Now you're still.
Okay.
Now I'm still a threat to you.
You're either gonna explain this. You're either gonna identify yourself. Or you're either gonna identify yourself. Or you're either gonna identify yourself.
They're really hungry for that ID, and while Florida is a stop and ID state, police officers still have to have reasonable articulable suspicion and the even further burden of probable cause to believe that you either were in the commission, are currently in the commission, or are about to be in the commission of a felony, misdemeanor, or city ordinance violation. So even with Florida being a stop and ID state, he has to have committed a crime for them to ask for ID. And I think we all know that filming is legal. Filming itself and your First Amendment right can also not be considered suspicious and can't be converted into a crime or suspicious behavior.
Gonna write our report.
I'm curious to what was going on. Domestic disturbance. You should have kept your computer up. You idiot.
We're in a high crime area. You're looking through vehicles with a mask on. You're looking through vehicles with a mask on.
Ladies and gentlemen, cue today's moron alarm. Let me break down some statistics for you. Last year, there were 7.36 million arrests in the United States. And of those arrests, only 1 person was arrested for looking at a police vehicle. And that's I Hate Bullies. There's a reason for that. Because it's not illegal. But congratulations, I Hate Bullies. Besides your prospective win in a huge lawsuit, you're also the only person last year, this year, I think ever, who was arrested for looking at a police car.
That's reasonable suspicion.
Oh my gosh.
Simple. I told you this twice.
Real
now.
suspicion of what? Do I get tools to break into cars?
We don't know that. And then you're talking. Okay.
Probable cause?
Okay, here's the deal.
What a fucking idiot. You're still going with this investigation.
Yeah, we're going to do it. Either you're going to do it.
All right. Can I get up?
No.
All right.
Are you going to identify yourself? This is really simple.
No, absolutely not. Fuck you. What's your name, badge number?
Ben Casa 3711.
Name, badge number. Come on, let's get it for the record. On the cameras.
Yeah, let's go. Are you gonna
name and badge number. Can I get my recording back? Oh, you're gonna violate my First Amendment right.
It's not a violation.
You're not gonna let me record this?
No, you're recording.
You're not letting me record this right now.
No, okay.
You're stopping me from. This is prior restraint. This is prior restraint. This is. God, I'm coming after all your fucking pensions. You have no qualified immunity now. You know you're violating my rights right now. Qualified immunity out the door. Be careful with it.
Yep. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to do it one more time.
Oh, no.
I've explained to you. No, shh.
Give me 5 more times.
Shh. I've explained.
I want to see my face and identify me so bad.
I've explained to you why you're detained for. I've explained to you why you have to have my reasonable articulable suspicion. I've already explained it to you.
Oh,
okay, you don't have to believe
so
it,
articulate.
but I can articulate it. So either you're going to identify yourself or you're going to go to jail. Those are the 2 options you have.
Really? You're going to violate my 4th now? Hey, we all okay with this? Can we get a sergeant down here?
Hey,
Nobody's got stripes, right?
Are you going to explain?
Let's get a sergeant down here.
Are you going to identify yourself? No?
Let's get a sergeant down here.
Are you going to identify yourself or no?
I don't think you want a sergeant to come down here. I don't think you want a sergeant to come down here. I don't think you want a sergeant to come down here.
I don't think you want a sergeant to come down here. That's less of a thinly veiled threat and more of actual advice. It's very clear that leadership in Hollywood PD in Hollywood, Florida is set by example. And what this cop is saying is, I don't think you want a sergeant to come down here. If you think what we're doing is bad, wait to see what happens when leadership shows up.
Is that a threat? Are you guys making threats now?
Or no?
Are you going to be... You seem smart. You haven't said anything. Really?
Yep.
All right, I'll identify me. I got to put on the intent to sue anyway.
You can identify yourself.
Bingo.
Okay.
Look me up. Let's see what fucking criminal is.
I don't care that you're a
You want
criminal.
to know what that is?
Yeah.
No.
It's definitely a car key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Streaming, Wi-Fi.
Wait.
Not a Fourth Amendment violation. I have to identify.
Identify me without probable cause, without a crime being committed.
You looked into my car.
Oh my God, is that a crime?
Shouldn't
Okay,
have given
Quinn.
that.
Looking into a car is absolutely a crime.
A police car?
And folks, that's the win on the lawsuit. These cops are so stupid that they think they're actually arresting him for a crime. They've mentioned several times, you're looking in a car, you're looking in our car, you're looking in our police car. And then this chick is dumb enough to say it on 7 different camera angles. This man is going to jail because he filmed a police car. Oh man, what are you going to spend the money on?
In a high crime area, when you're...
Are you serious? Have
Yeah.
you not watched YouTube ever?
Yeah. No, we know YouTube. Haven't seen.
She doesn't.
Case discussion. He's an agitator, but he absolutely committed it in bordering prowling. I don't know if we want to go forward with it, but we absolutely... I mean, if
The whole mask.
I don't care about the mask.
Yeah, but we could charge him for that too.
Yeah. That's in Alfred.
He had one in his apartment on the side.
Yeah, he saw us here and he wanted to come stir shit up, which is fine. I mean, we have plenty of room. What if probably just here on the federal land? Okay,
guys jumping back in April.
Nothing in my car. Yeah.
I'm auditing you guys to find all the fucking tyrants.
guy walking around with a mask. Let's go.
You definitely shouldn't have went forward with it, but Hollywood PD, that mistake's on you. I wonder what would happen if I hopped on a plane, flew to Hollywood, Florida, and then I decided to go film not one, but every single one of their police cars. Maybe I should do that. Let's get into the police report. Charged with loitering or prowling and resisting an officer. On 6/30/2023, I was dispatched to said street. On a call for service, after the contact, officers are about to leave the scene when we noticed a white male was seen walking eastbound on Dewey Street. All of the following locations are within the jurisdictional limits of the city of the Hollywood Police Department, within Broward County, and in the state of Florida. At the time of this contact, approximately 85 degrees, and the real feel was approximately 90 degrees. Thanks for the weather update. You know the weather, just not the law. Today's weather, sunny, with a definite chance of lawsuit. But be careful, residents of Hollywood. Our Doppler shows Hurricane Hole coming in strong. The white male was wearing a hooded sweatshirt with the hood pulled up, covering the top portion of his face. He also had a surgical mask covering the bottom portion of his face. Officers watched as the subject walked up to a marked police vehicle with his hands in his pocket, then covered the sides of his eyes to look through the tint into the window. When I noticed the behavior, I was concerned the subject was either about to burglarize the vehicle or commit an act of violence against an officer inside the vehicle. Officers then approached the subject from where they were standing across the street. The subject immediately started to take steps backwards away from the officers. The male stated he just wanted to leave, and I told him no, he cannot, and stated I was going to pat him down. The subject then again stated no, and brought his arms down to his sides, at which point I grabbed his arm and attempted to place them behind his back. The male continued to resist, and officers forced him to the ground. One on the ground, a Terry pat was conducted. Once it was deemed the suspect did not have a weapon on his person, he was sat up. Once in the seated position, I tried to identify him, and the suspect refused to identify himself. I gave him multiple opportunities to identify himself, and he refused, stating we could not force him to identify himself. I explained that he was in a high-crime area, engaging in behavior that would make a reasonable person in fear of life or property. I also elaborated that burglary is one of 4 of our highest reported crimes. The subject still refused to identify himself. I explained again that if he refused to identify himself, I would need to arrest him for resisting arrest. The male stated he didn't care, and he was then placed into cuffs. Once cuffed, the subject started yelling the name blank. He then provided a name. Blank was then placed into the rear of my police vehicle. Once in my police vehicle, I attempted to read Blank his Miranda rights, but he repeatedly stated he knew them better than me and would not let me advise him. I attempted to explain Blank that I was attempting to give him the opportunity to dispel the concerns of the events leading up to our encounter, and he again refused to allow me to notify him of his rights. Blank requested fire rescue respond in reference to a scrape on his nose. Fire rescue responded and placed a Band-Aid on his knee. Once rescue responded, he then stated his back was sore and his ankle was twisted. Fire rescue reviewed the subject and released him into police custody. I explained to Blank that he was under arrest for a misdemeanor. If he met certain criteria, I would cite and release him. Blank stated he wanted to be released. I asked him his local address, and he refused to supply it. I explained to him again that one of the stipulations to a cite and release is him having a local address within the Tri-County area. Blank stated he had an address, but refused to provide it. I explained to Blank he was going to be taken and booked into BSO main jail if I couldn't confirm his local address, and he stated he didn't care. The summary of the police report certainly doesn't make the Hollywood Police Department in Hollywood, Florida look any better. Reasonable articulable suspicion is based on specific and articulable facts, and rational inferences from those facts. The facts and circumstances must be unbiased and capable of being clearly expressed. Filming and looking into police cars is not a crime, and it's not reasonable articulable suspicion. It furthermore does not meet the higher bar of probable cause, which is the amount of information collected during RAS to effect an arrest. The only thing that happened that night was I Hate Bullies was another victim of violation by police. His criminal case is ongoing, and he's moving to get it dismissed. He's also currently taking the proper steps to bring litigation against the Hollywood Police Department in Hollywood, Florida. Police are good at three things: being utterly and completely stupid, violating your rights, and then lying. Normally, they're doing all three at the same time, and this is the only time that they're able to multitask. I Hate Bullies stood up for his rights and yours, so make sure you go to his channel. His link is in the description. Tell him Accountability for All sent you, and that's the reason I stopped you today. How much is a ticket to Hollywood, Florida? Hey, I think I'm going to go to Hollywood, Florida. I guess it's illegal to film police cars. Oh, geez, I'm still rolling.